Welcome back everyone. In today's video, we're diving into some exciting updates and features that we've been cooking up. If you're a fan of the world building tool, we've made some more great progress there. Plus, there's a sneak peek into some thrilling new projects and content on the horizon that I can't wait for you to see. So sit back, relax, and let's jump in. So in last week's video, I introduced this Dailies feature to the world builder. The idea is that you are given a unique writing prompt each day to practice your storytelling with. The app keeps a history of your responses. Since it was just introduced last week in a pretty minimal state, I didn't yet have support for editing or deleting your writing once you submitted it. I went ahead and added that kind of expected core functionality this week. On the topic of dailies, the prompts should be higher quality now and less repetitive. I have these huge lists of random scenarios, tropes in fantasy and sci-fi, and so on. Effectively random tables, if you're familiar with the concept. I combine these to produce a varied input for ChatGPT, which is instructed to describe a fictional world, and then pose you a question about it. From what I've seen thus far, the results are much better than my initial attempt. While prompts are recreated each day, I've also added this button to re-roll or recreate the prompt just for you if you don't like it. I've made this a premium feature since it can generate extra cost for me in the form of additional queries to OpenAI. If you try to use it when you're a free user, you'll get sent to that product page that I demoed in last week's video with a warning message. You'll also see that the pricing grid has been updated to reflect the new feature. If you haven't already taken advantage of our sale, use the code NEWWORLD at checkout to get 50% off. That means you could get your whole first year for only $25. We've also got a nice little improvement over here when you're chatting with Dan that gives visual feedback after adding an object to your world. It wouldn't do anything at all before, but we've added these just to let you know something has happened. I also cleaned up some dead code in my legacy app. For those of you who have been watching for a while, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. But for those of you who don't know, Final Parsec is actually split between two applications at the moment. One is a legacy app I'm hoping to get rid of, and another is a newer app that I'd say 90% of important functionality lives in now. I've got about a month of runway before I run out of free credits on Azure, and that legacy app starts to cost me money. Since it's not doing anything important at this point, it'd kind of be a waste to keep it running, so I'm trying to kill off anything that's left. You'll probably hear me mention this here and there over the coming weeks as I whittle this away to nothing and finally decommission it. So aside from that very unsexy task, what else do I have going on? Well, I have a blog post that's still in progress that has been dragging on. I have a few hundred words written about the power of good habits and good routine and how that can help you make progress on your projects. But honestly, I ironically haven't been super motivated about finishing this up. It's my goal to get a blog post out about once a month though, so I think I just probably need to buckle down and get this one finished up. Hopefully coming soon. I have one last thing that I want to do for the world builder as it relates to that dailies feature. I just want to introduce some sort of streak counter or statistic that encourages you to keep going each day. With that though, I think I'm ready to move on to something new. I've got an office simulator game that I'm hoping to kick off. I have a game design doc in our blog that I'll link in the description below. I think I'm going to put my early focus on establishing a continuous integration and continuous deployment pipeline for a Godot game that deploys to finalparsec.com. I'm going to build all of this in a reusable manner, and it's my plan to make our next product be a premium tier of game hosting for the site. I'm also going to dive deeper into writing the story and setting for my new game. I think this is a great opportunity to eat my own dog food and put the world builder into some real world use for myself. If any of those next steps sound interesting to you, be sure you're subscribed to the channel. New videos come out every week. Please also give the video a like if you like what we're doing. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.